We got new details on a story that we have been tracking for months. People living in Northwood have been worried about their safety.
Tonight, the city made a decision on the future of its first responders. Steve Iwanek spoke with the city and Sheriff Steve. This was a close vote.
Yeah, it really was, guys. And this was a contentious meeting, and it all came down to a tie-breaking vote by the mayor to decide whether or not to send dispatch services to the Wood County Sheriff. And in the end, the mayor and some of council said it was financially feasible, but some residents are still disappointed.
It's not good news for anyone, anywhere.
Terry McDonald has been a Northwood dispatcher for nearly 20 years. But after Wednesday night's city council meeting, that could change.
I guess my biggest hope now is the sheriff considers me as one of the people that's going to be replaced.
That's because council nearly approved contracting 911 dispatch to the Wood County Sheriff. The vote was tied 3-3, with Mayor Edward Schimmel breaking it.
My primary purpose here is to represent the taxpayers of Northwood, and I feel like we did the right thing there. Save them money and offer good safety services to the Sheriff's Department.
For months, the debate was saving dollars or local jobs. Northwood budgeted $529,000 for dispatch in 2025, while the county's proposal is $204,000. Schimmel says costs would rise to over $1 million in 2026 if they didn't act.
Another part of it is that we feel that the sheriff's services are just stellar services. If I didn't think they were, I never would have voted in favor of it.
Now Northwood's 5 dispatchers face uncertain futures. Sheriff Mark Vasilishin says he'll give first preference for 3 open spots.
We would like to hire them, absolutely, because we're going to need to hire 3 dispatchers. So we're happy to hire 3 from Northwood as long as everything. I never promised anyone a job, but all things being equal, absolutely, we'd love to hire them.
Northwood now joins calls the sheriff already covers. Prior to council's vote, Vasilishin says they cover 93.1% of wireless calls countywide, including Northwood Fire and EMS.
We answer 99.99% of the calls within 15 seconds. That is like off the charts. And the remaining 1,000th of a call is answered within the next 10 seconds.
But for McDonald, it's about hope now, for a job he never thought he'd have to apply for.
I don't know. Doesn't sound all that exciting, but I don't see an alternative at this time.
Steve, this would be a big change for Northwood, but this isn't a regional dispatch, Lucas County, with just one center taking all 911 calls for the entire county, correct?
Yeah, you've got that right, Jeff. Sheriff Vasilishin told me, though, in a perfect world, that would be the case one day in Wood County. And already they take calls for 53 first responding departments. In studio, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.